Well, on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hands up, Lee. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Come on.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Escaping the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Geno Atkins. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. First and 10 for Dalton. Flushed out right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 10 yards out, the Bengals, they widen their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have... Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. Jackson now down around his goal line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 22. They go play action here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded. But under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Now Dalton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Watch that in, tight right.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On the return is Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Preston Brown in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The throw down the field caught by his running back. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Big chunks of yardage the last few plays, and the Ravens have another 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Ingram. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
That play going for 16 yards. To start the drive, first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. So Dalton now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross. 62 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
He uncorks it for Snead. He's got him in, complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now it's Ingram. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on second down. Jackson forced it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Ingram, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Ingram, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
3 down.
Big spot, Andy Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
To throw here, Dalton on the screen, Bernard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Bernard. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time.